So today we are going to start the revision of construction, and in construction one construction has been deleted, that is construction of triangle of given perimeter and base angles, जो कि सबसे difficult construction है इस chapter का, right? And वही delete हो गया है. Okay, I will show you which question and which example has been deleted. This example number 1. This is based on perimeter and two base angles. Okay, and question number 4. This one. Okay, these two questions you can leave because these two questions are deleted. One example and one question. Okay, so now we are moving towards the first exercise. इसमें तीन क्वेश्चंस हैं. एक तो कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ एंगल and the second one is construction of triangle when base angle and the sum of two sides are given, and the third one is the construction of triangle when base angle and the difference of two sides are given. So these two only you have to practice. Okay, and today we will complete this part and tomorrow we'll complete the other part, means in the next class, right? So now we are moving toward the first construction, and all the construction is available in my website, that is kumarsir34.wordpress.com. पूरे questions हैं इसमें. The link is here, RoboCompass resources. If you click here, see class 9th construction. So all these constructions are already here, you can practice. So let us start with the first construction, to construct a perpendicular bisector of given line segment. Okay, right. So to construct the perpendicular bisector of a given line segment, first we are going to take 2 points A and B. Okay, now we will join these two lines. Right, now with the center A we are going to draw two arcs, and the radius of this arc should be greater than the half of AB. Okay, otherwise क्या होगा कि वो intersect नहीं करेगा, right? And this side also, both sides we have to draw, and with the same radius and center B we have to draw both sides arc, which will intersect at point C and D. Okay, intersect at point C. This is point C and this is point D. Now we have to join CD. And the point which intersect AB at point E. So E is the midpoint of AB and this line is perpendicular to this one. Okay, so this is how to construct perpendicular bisector. Now we'll see the next one. To construct bisector of a given angle. We will draw one angle, so we are going to draw 70 degree. Okay, so first we are going to draw one line. एक line draw करेंगे हम लोग using ruler. Then we will mark this point as O and this as P. Then we are going to draw angle 70 degree from here. Okay, any angle. I have taken 70 degree, right? So 70 degree. Now the bisector of 70 degree I am going to draw. So what I have to do, यहाँ से you have to take one convenient radius and draw an arc which intersect the two arms of this angle at point A and B. Okay, now with center A we have to draw one arc on this side, and with the same radius we have to draw with center B. Both will intersect at point D. Right? This point is D. Now join OD. This is the angle bisector of the angle 70 degree. Let us measure both the angles. It should be 35. Okay. तो ये वाला एंगल मेजर कर लिए, राइट. सो 35 है, टोटल 70 था, राइट. टोटल 70 था. अभी हम लोग ये वाला मेजर करते हैं 35 एंड दिस वन इज ऑल्सो 35. तो करेक्ट बाइसेक्ट हो गया. ओके. सो नाउ विल मूव टुवर्ड द नेक्स्ट वन. To construct an angle of 60 degree at the initial point of a given ray. So first we will draw a line, okay, using ruler, and we will take this point as O and this point as B. Now after that we will draw an arc of convenient radius with center O, which will intersect OB at point C, and again with center C and same radius we will draw another arc which will intersect the first arc, the previous arc, at point D. Okay, then we will draw a line through OD. So this is 60 degree. We can check also by using protractor. Yes, 60 degree. Okay. Now next construction, to construct an angle of 30 degree at the initial point of a given ray. So what we have to do, we have to draw the angle 60 degree first. Okay, उसके बाद उसका एंगल बाइसेक्टर करेंगे. सो फर्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू ड्रॉ द 60 degree angle. Okay, so we are going to draw a line, a segment using ruler. So we'll take this point as O. Just now we have drawn 60 degree. The same steps we are going to do. O, and this point is B. After that, with center O and with convenient radius, we are going to draw one arc which will intersect OB at point C. So this point is C. Again with center C and the same radius, we are going to draw another arc which will intersect the previous arc at point D. फिर OD से हम लोग एक लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे. So that is 60 degree. Now we have to draw the angle bisector of this one. So for that, with center C, we have to draw one arc of radius more than half of CD. Okay, the radius should be more than half of CD, otherwise they will not intersect. Fine. Now both the arcs will intersect at point M. Now join OM. So this is the required angle 30 degree. We can measure it. The complete angle was 60 degree. Now after angle bisector we got 30 degree. Right? So this is the construction of 30 degree angle. Now next we are going to see how to construct 90 degree angle at the initial point of a given ray. So for that we have to draw a line segment first, okay, by using ruler. Now I'm going to take this point as O and this point as B. Right, after that with center O we have to draw an arc of convenient radius. जो arc जो draw करेंगे बिल्कुल semi circular arc लगभग draw करेंगे which will intersect OB at point C. Now again with center C we will draw the arc of same radius which will intersect the previous arc at point T. So this is 60 degree. Again with center D we will draw the arc of same radius which will intersect the first arc. First arc is semicircular arc at point E. So we'll get 120. So 120, 60 के बीच में हम लोग को bisector draw करना है. So that will be 90 degree. Okay, D से एक arc draw किए, E से एक arc draw किए of same radius. The radius should be more than half of DE. So let this point of intersection is M. Now draw a line through OM. We can check the angle also, 90 degree. Okay, right. So now we are moving towards the next one, 15 degree. 15 degree is the how will you draw? First you have to draw 60 degree, then half of 60 is 30, then half of 30 is 15, right? So first we will draw the line segment using ruler. First you have to draw 60, then 60 का angle bisector, right? तो ये point O ले रहे हैं और ये वाला point B. After drawing 30 degree, again we will draw the angle bisector. So with center O, with convenient radius, we are going to draw one arc which will intersect OB at point C. Now with center C and same radius, we'll draw another arc which will intersect the previous arc at point D. And we will draw a line through OD. Right, so this is 60 degree. Now after 60 degree, now we are going to draw 30 degree. So 30 degree with center C and D, we have to draw the arc on the same side. Two arcs will be drawn from with center C1 and with center D, and the radius of that arc must be greater than half of CD, otherwise it will not intersect. C से draw कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Now we'll draw with center D. Both will intersect at point M. Now through OM we will draw a line. Okay, so this completes 30 degree. Again, let this point is P. Now with center P and C we have to draw angle bisector. So with center C we are drawing one arc, and with same radius with center P we have to draw. Both will intersect at point N. Let this point is N. Now we'll join ON. So this is the 15 degree. So let us measure. This was 60 degree. Now half of 60, 30. Now half of 30 is 15. Right? So this is the construction of 15 degree at the initial point of a given ray. Now we are moving towards 45 degree. So for 45 degree we have to draw 90 degree first, right? 90 degree, then the bisector of 90 degree. So now we are going to draw 90 degree first. So one line segment we will draw using ruler. Let this point is O and this point is B. Now with center O with and convenient radius we are going to draw one semicircular arc which will intersect OB at point B, C. Now with center C again and same radius we will draw another arc which will intersect the previous arc at point D. Again with center D we will draw one more arc of same radius, so which will intersect the first arc, that is semicircular arc at point E. So this is 60 and this is 120, and with the center D, A and E we will draw two arcs on the same side, and the radius should be more than half of DE. So D से draw किए थे, अभी E से draw कर रहे हैं. Both will intersect at point M. Then we will draw a line through OM. So this completes 90 degree. Now we will draw the bisector of 90 degree. This point is P. Now with center C and P we are going to draw two arcs on the same side, this side, such that the radius is more than half of PC, and both the arcs will intersect at point N. Now we will draw a line through ON. So this is required 45 degree. पहले तो पूरा 90 degree था, 90 degree का half किए, so we got 45 degree, right? So this is the construction of 45 degree. Now we are moving toward the construction of 22 half. 22 half is the half of 45 degree. So उसके लिए सबसे पहले 90 draw करना पड़ेगा. Then we have to draw the angle bisector of 90 degree to get 45. Again we have to draw angle bisector of 45 degree to get 22 half. So first to draw a line segment using ruler. Let this point is O and this point is B. Now with center O 90 degree draw करना है. So with center O we are going to draw a semicircular arc of convenient radius which will intersect OB at point C. Again with center C and same radius we have to draw one more arc, another arc which will intersect the previous arc at point D. Now with center D we have to draw one more arc which will intersect the first arc, that is semicircular arc at point E. Now with center D and E we have to draw two arcs on the same side and the radius should be more than half of DE, right? So both the arcs will intersect at point M. Already we have seen in the previous construction. Let this point is M. Now we have to draw a line through OM that completes 90 degree. Now we have to draw the angle bisector of this 90 degree to get 45 degree. So let this point is P. Now with center P and C we have to draw two arcs on the same side such that the radius of the arc is should be more than half of PC, and both the arcs will intersect at point N. So this point is N. Now we have to draw a line through ON to get 45 degree. Now we have to draw the angle bisector of this 45 degree again to get 22 half. So let this point is R. Again with center R and C we have to draw two arcs on the same side such that the radius should be more than half of RC. And now both will intersect at point, you can take S. Okay, this is point S actually, you can replace it by S. By mistake I took the same R. Okay, now we will check all the angles. 90 degree, next half of 90 is 45 degree, next half of 45 degree is 22.5. This is approximately 23 it is showing, but 22.5 is there, right? So now we'll move towards next 75 degree. How to draw 75 degree? तो 75 डिग्री के लिए 60 और 90 के बीच में हम लोग एंगल बाइसेक्टर ड्रॉ करेंगे. So first of all we have to draw a line segment. Okay, so first we have to draw 90 degree. Okay, so let this point is O and this point is B. Same this is the repetition of 90 degree. बिल्कुल same करेंगे हम लोग यहाँ पर भी. With center O we have to draw one semicircular arc which will intersect OB at point C. Again with center C we have to draw another arc of radius, same radius, which will intersect the previous arc at point D. And with center D again we have to draw the arc of same radius which will intersect the previous first arc, that is semicircular arc at point E. With center D and E we have to draw two arcs on the same side such that the radius should be more than half of DE, and both the arcs will intersect at point M, right? D से draw किए थे, अभी E से draw कर रहे हैं, both will intersect at point M. Now through OM we have to draw a line, so we'll complete, it completes the 90-degree angle. Right, now this is 90-degree and this is 60-degree. Now we will draw the bisector of these two, in between these two angles. Okay, so we'll take this point as N. Now with center D and N, we'll draw two arcs of radius more than DN, half of DN on the same side, and both will intersect at point, you will take P, point P, but गलती से मैं यहाँ पर भी N ले लिया हूँ, so you can replace it by P. Now draw a line through these 2 points, so we'll get 75 degree. So पहले 90 था ये वाला, now this angle is 75 degree, right? Okay, so this is the construction of 75 degree. Now we'll move towards 105 degree, the construction of 105. So 105, for 105 we will draw the angle bisector between 90 and 120. 90 and 120. 90 plus 120 is 210, divided by 2 is 105. So we'll draw a line segment using ruler first. We'll take this point as B, right, and this point as C. Now with center B of and with convenient radius, we'll draw one semicircular arc which will intersect BC at point D. And with center D, we'll draw one more arc of same radius which will intersect the previous arc at point E, 60 degree. And with center C, again we will draw another arc of same radius which will intersect the first arc, that is semicircular arc, at point F, that is 120 degree. Now we'll draw two arcs with centers E and F on the same side of radius more than half of EF. So E से draw किए तभी, now we are drawing through with center F. Both will intersect at point M. Now draw a line through OM. This is 90 degree. We'll take this point as P. Now we'll draw the angle bisector between 90 and 120. Okay, so with center P and F we are going to draw two arcs on the same side. P से draw किए थे, अभी F से draw कर रहे हैं. Both will intersect at point A. This point is A. Now we'll join a line through BA. So this is 105 degree. Okay, we can measure also. First 90 था ये वाला, this one was 90, and now this angle is 105, right? So now we'll do the last one, 135 degree. After this we'll wind up. Okay, so for 135 what we will do, 90 और 180 के बीच में bisector draw करेंगे, 90 and 180. So we'll draw one full line segment. Okay, we'll take one point O in between, and we'll draw one semicircular arc. इसको point B ले लिए. We'll draw one semicircular arc which will intersect the line at point C and R. C, this point is R. Okay, now with center C and R we have to draw, no, we are going to draw 90 degree. Okay, so ये point हम लोग D ले लिए 60 degree. फिर with center C, D we have to draw another arc of same radius which will intersect the semicircular arc at point E. Now with center D and E we have to draw two arcs on the same side, such that the radius should be more than half of DE. Now join, let this point is M, intersecting point. Now join OM. So this completes 90 degree, and this straight line is 180 degree. So 90 and 180 between we are going to draw angle bisector. So this point is P with center R and P. With center R and P, we are going to draw two arcs of radius more than half of PR. They will intersect at point N. Both it will intersect at point N. Now through ON we are going to draw a line. So this is 135. So ये 90 था and this is 135. Right? Any doubt here?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So almost we have completed all these angles. Okay. Equilateral triangle बहुत easy है. कैसे ड्रॉ करना है? गिवन इट साइड, तीन साइड दिया हुआ है, तो तीन साइड हम लोग क्या करेंगे? Already this type of construction you have completed in class 7th class, construction of triangle when three sides are given. Okay, or you can do with the help of 60 degree also. एक साइड ड्रॉ करके दोनों साइड 60 डिग्री ड्रॉ करोगे तो both will intersect at point A. Okay, so we can wind up now.
Yes, sir.
That's all for today's session. Thank you very much.